Hey, you. Happy Star Wars Day. Hopefully, I can get this video out on time. This week, we are covering Vader's secret apprentice, Galen Marek, aka Starkiller. In this week's What Really Happened, Star Wars, The Force Unleashed. The game was released September 16th, 2008 for the PlayStation 2 and 3, the PSP, Xbox 360, Nintendo DS, and Wii. The game was developed and published by LucasArts. The story follows the adventures of Darth Vader's apprentice on his journey to take down the Emperor. Alright, that's enough. Let's get into the game. Run it! The game starts off not with the main character of the game. Instead, one of the series' main antagonists, Darth Vader. Daddy Vader. Vader is on Kashyyyk, hunting down a Jedi that had managed to escape Order 66. Vader finds him and obviously beats him. Hey, once he got rid of the nigga's lightsaber, it was a wrap for him.
I sense someone far more powerful nearby. Where is your master?
The dark side has clouded your mind. You killed my master years ago.
Then now you will share his fate. A son?
Run!
Finding a boy who had a strong connection to the Force, Vader decides to keep and train him. Skipping 15 years in the future, the boy now given the name. While writing this script, I just realized they never called this nigga by anything besides occasionally boy. So I decided to go to the credits and see what they listed him as, and these motherfuckers named him as Darth Vader's secret apprentice. Like, you niggas can come up with a name for the main character? So for the video, we'll be using the name he received in the DLC for this game, which takes place after the ending, the bad ending. And because it's a hard ass name, like, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lit name. The boy who will be given the name Starkiller is given his first real mission, which is to hunt down and kill a former Jedi general named Kota that's causing problems for the Empire. While leaving, Starkiller is attacked by Obi-Wan, which it turns out isn't the actual Obi-Wan, but instead Proxy, a robot who is Starkiller's companion, who tries to kill Starkiller from time to time as a test. They meet their new pilot named Juno. She's a low-key love interest, you can say, but most important, she looks like somebody. She like Shorty from a Kill Bill, Uma Thurman. No, that's not it. We'll keep thinking about it. We're gonna keep you posted. Before arriving, Starkiller gets more intel on Kota. He learns that Kota didn't trust the clones, so instead of using them, he created his own militia, which is why he managed to survive Order 66. Starkiller arrives and battles his way to Kota. The two come face to face, and Kota is disappointed that Starkiller was sent, and not Vader. But that doesn't matter. They get to scrapping. I'm talking lightsaber swinging, shit getting thrown like they in poltergeist. Motherfucker threw the piece of the station they were on into the earth, and they still fighting. But in the end, Starkiller manages to beat Kota.
Vader thinks he's turned you, but I can sense your future. And Vader won't always be your master. I sense only me. And I wouldn't want to be here.
Starkiller then goes to Vader to report that the mission was a success. Vader then sends him to deal with another Jedi, but this time tells him that he doesn't think he will survive. Starkiller arrives with some Force lightning that helps him along his journey. Yeah, this happens a lot in the game. At the start of each mission, this man unlocks some kind of Force ability with no explanation. Oh, also, fuck this level. I hate it with a passion. Starkiller pulls up to the Jedi and they fight. Why he look like a mix between Doc Ock and the Crazy Frogs? You know the frog that song?
I'll be right. I really don't like. I'll be right. I'll be right. I really don't.
He beats him and his soul gets beamed up by Scotty. While on the ship, Starkiller is contacted by Vader with another Jedi to hunt. But unlike the previous Jedis, who was an old man and outcast, Starkiller would be going against one that was on a Jedi Council. Before he could arrive to the drop-off point, his target spots him, and she sends her apprentice to hide.
Maris, we are among the last of the Jedi. While we live, the Order survives. I cannot allow you to be captured or killed by the Empire. Now please, go to the graveyard and wait for my summons. No, she hasn't been corrupted. Not yet. She's just afraid.
Nah, that bitch evil. Like his previous 2 missions, Starkiller locates her and beats her. Before she dies, she drops some truth on him, saying that the Sith always betray one another. She then proceeds to Kurt Cobain herself. She had her 13 reasons why. Starkiller returns to Vader right as the Emperor arrives. Starkiller thinks it was part of Vader's plan to take out the Emperor. Yeah, Vader, he was using Starkiller to advance his goal on killing the Emperor, Palpatine. But in reality, Palpatine finds out about Vader's plan. In return, Vader attacks Starkiller. Gave him every last inch from the back. All in the nigga's guts. Hey yo, what the fuck? Like, it was deep when he had to put his hand on his throat to pull out. Look at him on the ground. Shit was so deep he felt it in his lungs. And he's gasping for air.
Pause.
Vader then throws Starkiller out into space, seemingly killing him, but he then has a droid go and save him. Waking up, Starkiller is informed by Vader that the whole killing him was a ploy and bringing down Palpatine. He is told to build a group to distract the Emperor, and to leave him open for an attack. He is left with Vader to tell him to cut ties to his past, and to tell no one that he still works for Vader. He then immediately ignores that info, and goes save Juno, cause Starkiller might have a strong connection to the Force, but the priest has an even greater connection to his meat lightsaber.
We have the entire galaxy in front of us. And yet, for the first time in my life, I don't know where to go. I hope you have a plan.
We need to rally the Emperor's enemies. And I need to find someone that can teach me the things that Vader couldn't.
Sounds like we're still hunting Jedi.
And I think I know one that might still be alive.
They then go on their way to look for Kota. Meanwhile, Princess Leia is then taken hostage. Starkiller manages to successfully get Kota on his side, who then tells him where he can go to get another ally from. They then return to Kashyyyk in search of the ally. While searching for the ally, Starkiller finds his old home and meets his father's Force ghost that apologizes to him. Battling his way through the planet, Starkiller runs to Leia, learning that her father was Kota's contact.
How do you know?
Because Master Kota survived, and he was sent to find you. Let's go.
I cannot leave while this planet is still enslaved. If you are truly a Jedi, then you will destroy that. Once that skyhook is complete, the Empire will start shuttling Wookiee slaves into space. Entire villages will be taken off-world in a matter of days.
The Empire will just rebuild it.
Eventually, maybe. But you will give the Wookiees a chance to disappear. You can take that lift down to the forest floor. It will be crawling with Imperials.
And like a shonen main protagonist, he goes and does it. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I can't be no fucking main character. Like, it doesn't, like, if it don't pertain to my mission, I'm not doing it. Hell, I don't care if there was kids involved. I'll pull one of these moves.
Fuck them kids. Fuck the kids? Yeah.
Returning to the ship, Starkiller finds out that Leia's father went to get help of the last Jedi that Starkiller had actually killed, the red one. But since she was killed, he got captured by the apprentice, who also got turned to the dark side. Called it. Starkiller then go back to the planet, finding the senator and defeating the apprentice Rancor, and then the apprentice herself. But Starkiller then lets her go. Bell wasn't so thrilled. Yeah, he basically said,
I told you should have killed that bitch.
Returning to the ship, Vader contacts Starkiller to help him, tell him the Empire rules through fear, and that he must destroy some of that fear, being some Star Destroyers. Vader also tells Starkiller that he notices conflict in him, and not to forget, he is still his master. Yeah, but he can't think about it since Juno walks in and finds out about him and Vader. She tells him that he's gonna have to make a decision soon. Katie Cassidy. Nah, that's not it either. He goes back to the second planet and fights his way to the railgun. Along the way, Proxy decides to attack, but Starkiller beats him. Afterwards, he manages to destroy the place they're recreating the Star Destroyers, but one manages to come toward him. So, Kota tells him to grab it and throw it into the railgun. Okay, let me repeat this one more time. He was told to grab the entire ship and run it into the railgun. And guess what? He fucking does it. Like, this is some monumental shit right here. He grabs an entire Star Destroyer and pulls it down. Granted, it was falling already, but it's still a big deal. Starkiller then goes back and gets Proxy, since during the chaos, Proxy's kill test program was destroyed. With this blow, everybody gets together to create the Rebel Alliance, but the Beneath gets attacked by Vader and the Empire. Everybody there gets captured but Starkiller, and he is told by Vader that he was only using him, and that Starkiller wasn't part of the overarching plan.
I lied, as I have from the
Proxy tries to save Starkiller, but in the process is killed.
really miss my nigga. Just a breakdown. Really miss my nigga. White people, I really miss my wigger.
Starkiller escapes back to his ship with Juno. Emma Roberts. Nah, that ain't either. That's not it either. Damn. With Juno, Starkiller starts meditating to see if he can get a vision, which he does. It is of the currently being built Death Star.
Keep the ship cloaked and wait beyond scanner range.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Well, then maybe we're doing something right.
Am I going to see you again?
If I can free the rebels, they're gonna need extraction. Probably not, no.
Then I'll never need to live this down.
Goodbye, Juno.
Yeah, touching scene and all, but these motherfuckers in space, like, look, space is right there, so how are they able to just be chilling right here? You know what, I'm just gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, since when Starkiller jumps, he don't float, but instead he falls straight down, so there must be some form of gravity, so they must not be all the way in space, I'm guessing. Anyways, now considering himself a Jedi, Starkiller goes to save the Rebel Alliance leaders. As Palpatine threatens the group, Starkiller is shown pulling up, but Vader is sent to cut him off. The two get into a fight, one in which Starkiller wins. Seeing a stronger disciple, Palpatine tells Starkiller to just kill Vader. Coda tries to stop Palpatine, but he force lightnings him. A decision is to be made: kill Vader or stop Palpatine. Killing Vader is the evil non-canon ending. Basically, everyone's killed, from Rebel leaders to Vader to even Juno. Starkiller is then given the Vader treatment and is given robot parts and gets the name Lord Starkiller. But for this one, we will be doing the Jedi ending. Starkiller fights Palpatine, and in the end, sacrifices himself so that the Rebel leaders could escape. The group goes back to Kashyyyk and takes Starkiller's family emblem as their symbol. Coda tells Juno, Charlize Theron, how the fuck you say her name? Yeah, this is it, finally, fucking finally. He tells her she was the light in his life. The game ends with Starkiller dying, not as Starkiller, but instead Galen Merrick. That's his original name. Yes, I looked it up, and yes, I am a nerd. Alright, that's the end. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. Overall, it was an alright hack and slash game. Like, I'm gonna be honest, the only thing that kept me playing was it being on the shorter side, and it made you feel like a true Sith. Like, it made you feel unstoppable. Oh, and the story was pretty good too. Yeah, that's all the praise I'm giving this game. The combos, while they might be good and look good, a good portion of the time, I kept getting interrupted, so I couldn't complete all of them. The game looks like an 08 game, that's no shade on it, but in some parts it was struggling, like especially the lights, like sometimes it'd be so damn bright, I can't even see what's happening. The enemies were mostly nuisances. Some of them felt like you really couldn't like fight them the way you wanted to, like you had to fight them in some way, like the big dudes. They also don't explain how this nigga kept getting force abilities, but that's something, we gonna gloss over it. The physics, I really liked the physics. It was a cool aspect of it, how the world reacted. The main character, Starkiller, aka Galen Merrick, was nice, but I wish they mentioned his father more than that little scene of him saying I'm sorry. I felt as though there's a story underneath there somewhere, like a personal one. With that being said, video over. If you like what you saw, hit that like and subscribe. And yes, I will be doing the second game at some point in the future. With all of that being said, the galaxy needs me. Get it? Like a galaxy far, far away. They need me. Anyways, farewell.